From the village, Baron whore!
You best take that back.
You defiled sacred ground. The gods will never forgive you for this.
Ye ain't welcome here, witch.
Always did know how to win friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Far Ipsis. A specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Far Ipsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn, I shall gain incredible power. And that could be useful to us one of these days.
You sure this mage actually had a djinn?
His books strongly suggest he did. He describes taming one, harnessing energy from its power.
Nowhere to look? For the mage and the djinn?
The locals say they last saw Amos's ship off the coast of Hindisfjall, just before a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
Doubt we'll find them then. Mage is probably fish food, and the djinn escaped.
Not necessarily. But even if it is so, I'll not give up without seeing some evidence. Will you help me? I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine. I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
Yet carries himself proud.
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
Just for a day?
No, that's rubbish.
Come. The landing's not far.
Tell the Jarl. He's in charge.
Your own problem.
Lead the way.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation. The ship carrying the djinn sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No. Getting in or not?
Not sure this djinn thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer. Assad I Cried Rithorn. Ready. Careful down there. How's your bath? Water warm enough for you? How's it going?
Yeah, you my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck and a cavern. I'll look inside. Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew, then made their nest here. There's also a clan drone's figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
Where to now?
Wherever the leads take us.
Say we find the Jinn. What do? Ask for a beautiful house, and a palace, and a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the Jinn? Or have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You learn in due course. Something's here. Another wreck.
Let's see if our Jinn's down there. Found a wreck. It's been here a while. Wood's rotted.
Look around, but be careful. Look for something that might indicate it's the mage's ship.
Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Hamai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donor was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan A man's skeleton. Somebody pinned his skull to the deck with an axe.
A death worthy of a Skelliger.
Clan emblem indicates a Dimon man, so he was from Pharaoh. Yen, doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search elsewhere.
Arrows stuck in the side, the kind Pharaoh folk use. Men from Pharaoh attacked this ship. Got something. A Skelliger's buckler. Clan Hamai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donor was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler. Longship, beautiful craftsmanship.
What do you have?
A war horn. Bearing. Got a chest. Really old. Must have fell off the wrecked longship.
Can you open it?
Hoping for pirate treasure.
I hope to find the Jinn. Try to open it.
Now that's what I call war booty.
Have you found the Jinn?
No, but I found something that could be just as valuable to me as the Jinn is to you.
You're getting better at this.
Go even quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the Golden Dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? The chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me. Something strange about those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom. We'll see what it is.
See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I shall cast another spell, to see through your eyes. Now relax. Aisu foltja beidem ein eichte illivaid. That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful force cut out a fragment of Aisu foltja beidem ein eichte illivaid.
No Jinn here, but there's something you ought to like.
What?
Half a seal.
That'll do. Come back up.
Something cut this basket exactly in half. Something cut this basket exactly in half. Transverse cut through the pelvis. Surgical precision. No conventional weapon could do this. But whatever cut the basket probably could.
Only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the Jinn.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2... 3.
Said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this Jinn?
But you already know. A Jinn's power is priceless to a mage.
That I know, but I also want to know how you plan to use it. Wouldn't go to these lengths if it wasn't something important.
You're right. It's important. Even very important. How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then returned to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a Jinn.
So that's it. This is about my last wish?
You asked that Jinn to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
Why would you want to do that?
To see what it's like without it. To see if we'll still matter to one another. Or if we'll be like two strangers.
What if I don't want to know?
I'm afraid you no longer have a choice. Come, let's search the ship.
Seems Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the Jinn to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Jinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it in doing so.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life.
I've yet to decide how to word it. We should explore the ship. We should explore the ship.
Nothing here. Nothing interesting here. Interesting. Mystery of mysteries, Agnes of Glanville. Wonder what this means. Elemental Empires by Giambattista. Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them. Mage must have slept here. Wonder what this means. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. War left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting here. Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
Think the Jinn did this to him?
No, it wouldn't attack its master. This looks rather like an unfortunate accident. When the storm broke, Amos must have uttered a wish like, "Take us away, anywhere, to a mountaintop, even." And the Jinn granted the wish literally. They had a hard landing. Amos was thrown off his feet and against the wall. The bookcase did the rest.
Always knew too much studying could kill you. If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea.
Cold's preserved the corpse. Died from head trauma. Bookcase cracked his skull. Must have been a hard landing atop this mountain.
Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the Jinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Came Jin, Rif Kaishta en Gaia, Kaishta et Disglair, Gevired me Castle.
Have a plan.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Care to trade places?
You! Your master died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a Jinn can remove another Jinn's spell. Remove this one and you'll be free.
Storm's over.
Yes. It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
Feel any better?
I told you, I'm fine.
Don't need to play tough for me. That was a hard fight. Maybe not as hard as the last time we tamed a Jinn, but still.
No comparison, I'm afraid. Half of Rind suffered then. Now I'm merely a bit tired. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
Not sure I'd have done it if I'd known what this was about from the start.
Then we'd never have learned the truth. Whether anything would change after the Jinn removed the spell.
Has it? Has anything changed?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps. I thought you'd become a stranger to me. That I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
Jinn might have cheated us after all.
Why?
Because I don't feel that anything's changed either. I love you, Yen.
And I love you.
Ow, what was that?
It can't be all sweetness and light.
Strange. Done that so many times. But it felt like our first kiss to me.
It was, in a way. Besides, once you say I love you, a kiss has to taste differently.
What's next? Got any plans?
That depends what you mean. We must find Ciri, and then defeat the hunt. But I doubt the world will end if we sit here a while. My, it's lovely.
Think the spirits of Skellige favor us. Next time we go on horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mountain.
What now?
Well, I'm due to appear in Vizima. We must report to the Emperor after all.
Ciri's our concern, and only ours.
At heart, perhaps. But it's not what we agreed with Emir. We must see him.
Awfully loyal to your patron.
He happens to be your patron as well, darling. You do well to remember that. Otherwise he might feel compelled to remind you.
If we gotta, we gotta.
We wouldn't have known Ciri had returned if not for the Emperor and his agents. It's the least we can do.
Yen, what happened back there?
It was very nice. Let's not ruin it by hashing out the details.
I'm going to see the Baron. Collect Uma from him, then we'll ride for Kaer Morhen.
I shall join you as quickly as I can.
See you, Yen. Take care of yourself.
Geralt?
Ever think about the past? About your time with the hunt?
At times, I'm amazed we survived. Eridan's not usually one to leave witnesses behind.
That's just it. He didn't. Lost my memory when I escaped the hunt.
Ah, yes. Your famous amnesia.
You didn't have it?
For a short time only. Once the Emperor's mages got their hands on me, my memory quickly returned.
When the hunt had you, hope they didn't hurt you.
Even if they did, I've no memory of it. The whole time's but a string of phantom images. Blood and fire. A wild chase through different worlds. All shrouded in fog. Though I do remember you coming for me. Trading your life for mine. I hadn't the chance to thank you then.
You'd have done the same for me.
I'm touched by your certainty. But you've yet to tell me how you escaped them.
Wouldn't mind knowing that myself. There are times I remember rushing forward, Red Riders around me. Next thing I know, I'm in the woods at the foot of Kaer Morhen. That's it. What did Aridin want from you exactly?
The same thing he wanted from you. You don't recall?
Draw a blank on most of my time with him.
We were bait, Geralt. Both of us. Aridin believed Ciri would come for us sooner or later and he would capture her. Fortunately, she didn't fall for it.
How do you go from being the Emperor's hostage to being his ally?
One day, the door of my cell opened, and instead of seeing the usual officer, I saw Emir. He promised to release me and grant me free reign of the Imperial Treasury, provided I did what he asked.
He told you about Ciri, and you accepted his offer. Why?
Shared aims make for strange bedfellows. I knew I had to find Ciri before Aridin did, and if any man had the power and the means to help me, it was the Emperor. Besides, once all's said and done, he is her father.
Why didn't you look for me after you'd recovered your memory and your freedom?
I assumed you would recover quickly and find me first.
You had mages to help you. I was on my own.
Well, not entirely. Besides, I knew you'd fled the hunt. Aridin would never have let you go. He'd erased my memory, but you escaped. It was wholly possible he hadn't had the chance with you. And there were your Witcher mutations. I expected they'd stave off any serious injury.
Still can't get something out of my mind.
What?
So, feel any different after our encounter with the Djinn?
Yes. Now I feel... regret.
Mean to say that...
That I regret we didn't try that earlier. Much earlier.
Think we would have argued less?
Quite the opposite. But the other moments would have been more intense as well. Moments like this.
Found something that might belong to you. That skull some sort of accessory? If so, you've changed your style a bit.
It's a weapon.
Don't remember ever seeing you with that.
It's as you said. I've changed my style.
Thanks, Yen. See you later.
So, no one else dares face me? I've not seen you here before. What do they call you?
Geralt of Rivia.
I'm Jutta Undimmen. No man's been found who could best me in combat.
Will you fight me?
You? I've defeated Pharaoh's most famous warriors. Men so worthy of respect I don't dare mention their names. And who is Geralt of Rivia?
Someone you haven't defeated.
Maybe you're not worthy of my time. You performed any great feats? 'Cause I don't believe I've heard.
What kind of feats you have in mind?
I'll fight you, if you defeat Gundar. Couldn't best me, but he's a brave man and a worthy opponent.
Good, I'll give it a shot. See you soon.
I truly wonder if you will. Farewell. Right?
You're pale. You drink last night too?
No! You've no respect for our customs. Not you, nor that witch. Another one stricken from...
Did you sever his head? Head of a giant, don't you?
You Gundar.
Aye?
Heard you fought Yuta.
And she bested me. But there's no dishonour in losing to her. Though it is a shame.
Why?
'Twere a fair fight, one worth remembering. But if I'd won, I could have presented her an altogether different sort of challenge.
Seemed a little unapproachable to me.
She awaits a man she can't defeat. In fact, she's declared that only a man who beats her can hope to woo her.
Interesting way to look for a husband.
I'm not sure it's marriage she's after. A lass like that's 1 in 10,000.
I want to fight you.
Why, me exactly. Asking out of curiosity, given you're a foreigner.
All right. Yuta said she'd fight me if I defeated you.
Yuta said that? Means that if I win, she'll give me another chance. Well, come on, let's do this. You step outside the ring, you lose. Got it? All right, enough.
You fight well.
Not well enough. Good luck with Yuta.
We'll stick together. It'll all work out.
walking?
Greetings, White One.
I defeated Gundar.
Thought you'd be no match for him. All right, we'll see how you fare against me.
Ready when you are.
Then let's start. May Freya choose the victor.
Not surprised you have a hard time finding worthy opponents.
In the end, one came along. Where'd you learn all that?
At Kaer Morhen.
Kaer Morhen? That's terribly far. But you learned a great deal on the road as well, surely. Would you tell me about it?
It'd make for a long story.
All right. We need a quiet spot, some good mead, and... what do you say?
Gladly. See you at the inn?
Too rowdy. Come to my home in Harviken. I'll be waiting after dusk.
See you later then.
What is it?
Geralt of
What's your
Rivia.
strut?
You've no respect for our customs. Not you, nor that witch yet. What I'd say?
Horses, plowing and guardian.
Feeling any better?
Greetings.
I started to think you'd changed your mind.
I'd never miss a chance to spend a pleasant evening with you.
I don't know that I'll make for engaging company. In truth, I rarely talk to men.
Rarely. Why?
Well, I don't like to waste time chatting before fights. And after them, I've none left to talk to. And now that I've finally met someone stronger, seems Freya's played a cruel trick on me.
What's Freya got to do with it?
I swore to the goddess that only he who bested me in battle would lie with me, take me as his wife, and give me children.
Can't really help you with the second and the third. I'm sure I could think of something to satisfy the first.
Exactly what I'd hoped for. So what is she to you? The sorceress, Yennefer, right? Hey there.
Hunters.
What are those?
Won't find any better. From the Yaruga to the Dragon Mountain.
Ow!
No strong cards, no gold. Sure. Yes.
Heard you play for high stakes here.
Firstly, we must have the proper effects. Let's have a look at our cards, shall we? Cards are in order, but can we afford the buy-in?
We can.
Well, let's have a name then, and we shall issue an entry ticket.
Geralt of Rivia.
Gerard of Rivia. The match will start soon, but the hoi polloi must first be driven out. We will please wait. Achoo! Tournament participants only. Everyone else out. Achoo! We are cordially invited to come back tomorrow.
Well, well. Geralt of Rivia. And I was beginning to think this tournament would be a dreadful bore. I'm afraid winning coin from peasants, thugs, and faux aristocrats is no great source of satisfaction for me.
We know each other.
Let's say we've some mutual acquaintances. I've heard many good things about you. In vivid detail.
Place like this, that's more a warning than a recommendation. What's your name?
Sasha.
Sasha what? Or maybe just skip right to telling me your real name.
place like this, Sasha will need to suffice.
Come to the Passiflora often? Seem to know everyone.
I'm here from time to time. I cannot say all the faces are familiar, but that is Patrick Hazelnut. Never goes anywhere without those three.
Met a man once who traveled with 2 Zeracanian warrior women as bodyguards, but those 3...
have other talents, clearly. The halfling's Bernard Tully, a farmer, claims to play for pleasure. But everyone wants to win, don't they? Best beware of that one. He's not particularly fond of others, outcasts, types like you. Ironic, since Phineas himself is a half-elf. And I'm certain you've heard of Count Tybalt. After all, he is the one who organized this tournament.
Actually, I haven't heard of him.
He's reputed to be fabulously wealthy. I can't say how true it is, but he was able to afford his title and the county that came with it.
All right. See you later, Sasha.
Try to chat up the other players before the tournament begins. We must all wait for Count Tybalt anyway.
Apologies, but I must focus my thoughts before the match.
I can see that.
This will certainly serve me better than your conversation with Sasha has served you. I'd be wary of her.
I'm new to this too. Took me ages to squirrel away the coin for the buy-in. Mushrooms are no quick route to riches.
You really a farmer?
Why not look it? Got a little farmstead just outside the city. Could sit there for days just watching things grow.
What's with the smell?
The smell? Anywho, mushrooms are all well and good, but one's got to get away at times. My lady, she was in tears, said I'd get my throat slit in an overground. But I says to her, Hortensia, what a chance. The best players, the rarest cards. She had to let me go.
Good luck to you.
Likewise. Now, that's the sporting spirit. Not like that half-elf over there who's been shooting me murderous glares this whole time.
Long as they pay and don't hit. Aren't you too old to be out whoring? Aren't you too old to be out whoring?
What?
Playing tournaments often?
What are to you? Perhaps you'd wish to see my cards as well. Am I a hee-haw for you to fondle before you choose? Shall I wag my prick for you?
See your cards when we play.
You were likely to advance that far, mutant.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our closed Gwent tournament. By closed, I mean more than the mere elite nature of the event. Anyone leaving the Passiflora before the end of play will be disqualified. That's rule number 1. Rules number 2, 3, and 4 are no fighting, dirty play, or magic tricks. We play for golden figurines. The winner will take them all, along with a monetary prize equal to 9 times the buy-in. Easy enough to calculate that 9 have entered. The tournament will consist of 3 rounds. The finalist emerging from said shall play me. Players will be paired by random draw. The groupings for the first round shall be read now.
Achoo! Phineas and Tim Knott. Patrick Hazelnut and Harold Featherbuns. Gervolt of Rivia and Bernard Tull.
How about that?
Bramble Frontenstock and Madam Sasha.
Excellent. A pleasant match to you all.
Black ones, Danians, as long as they pay and don't hit.
Starting at last. A year down the road, I'll be plying Hortensia and my lads with tales of this night. Let's play. Ha! Who would have thought? thank you for a game well played.
So, how did you fare in the first round?
Tournament's over for me, I'm afraid.
Not necessarily. I have a proposition for you. Shall we discuss it upstairs? Lovely view from the terrace.
All right.
You'll look fucking amazing on top of me.
Alone at last.
What did you want to talk about?
A cartload of coin. That's the grand prize, you know. I can't speak for you, but I'd prefer it didn't land in the wrong hands. And luck can be so undependable. Frankly, one should simply take the coin, subtly, you know, without bothering the others.
Huh. As propositions go, this is not exactly what I was expecting. You don't seem like a...
Thief? True, it's not my day job, which is why I could use some help.
Why tell me?
I'm a woman. I'm in need of that coin, and Geralt of Rivia would never abandon a woman in need, or so I heard.
Who'd you hear it from?
Fringilla Vigo? She told me of your adventures in Beauclair. Apparently you're dependable, so long as the cause is just.
Fine. Let's say I help you.
I'll split the coin with you, of course.
What's the plan?
First, you must stay to the end of the tournament. I shall tell you the rest when the time comes.
All sounds pretty mysterious, but fine.
Excellent! Now that's settled, let's rejoin the others.
Congratulations, madame. A superb match. Did you expect to be victorious, my lady?
Yes, I had a good feeling about the tournament.
Thief! The coin's gone. The guard's been stabbed.
What?
How is this possible?
No one's removed the coin from the premises. All those leaving were searched.
Phew!
We must scour the building. Anyone leaving must pass inspection.
Before you ask, it wasn't me.
Figured as much.
You promised to help me. I say we try to recover the coin together.
Agreed. Where do we start?
We must get upstairs. Wait. I say, this Witcher is Captain Hansen's good friend. He could examine the crime scene. Charge only a trifling.
A fee? But...
We will, of course, collect it from the captain personally. How is his injury from the other week? Has it healed yet?
Well, I'd heard it had.
Splendid. We shall go upstairs at once.
Be gone, you. Next time we see the captain, my lady, I'd appreciate you mentioning.
That is all, good fellow. You may go. The Witcher requires absolute silence while he works.
Of course.
That went well. Really know the captain?
Yes, a horrid man. Come now, get to work.
Blows delivered from a strange angle. Expert, though. Precise. Some Somebody dragged something heavy towards the terrace. Crossbow bolt. A line tied to it. Line's clearly been cut.
Thief might have used it to lower the sack of coin. He'd need an accomplice waiting down below to grab it.
Something down there, but I can't make it out. Must have been one of the players. Lowered the coin down on the line, then strolled past the guards.
This was well prepared. Think you can track the culprit down?
Don't know yet. Ought to look in the street, see if I can find anything there. Come on.
On a clear day, you can see Nilfgaard's banners from the city walls.
Aren't you too old to be out whoring?
Same as the one tied to the bolt. Gonna have to look around. Where's that scent coming from? Cinnamon. Strange.
I don't smell a thing.
Black ones, Redanians, as long as they pay and don't hit.
Cleaver has raised his prices again. Even by the temple guard to collect his protection for
Haste makes waste. Culprit lost this crate. Must have fallen off the wagon.
Can you be certain this was the thief's?
Crossbow under the packages. Itching to crack a pun about every rosemary having its.
I appreciate you resisting the impulse. I've seen this guild mark. It's a trading company's. One that imports spices from Zerrikania. They've a storehouse at the docks. Northernmost one on this side of the port. Shall I meet you there?
Sounds good.
prices again. He even buys the temple guard to collect his protection point for him.
Listen.
Accursed one.
Just the small everything in the Brit that came back from the market. News. Mysterious.
Trouble?
Wonderful.
I'm a witcher!
No bread, no coin, all this shite.
There are 6 inside. I wasn't able to get the door open.
Gotta find another way in then. Wind's howling. Here's the wagon. Smell the cinnamon now?
Ah, I was right about the warehouse.
Try to get in through here.
Lead the way.
Which one's Hortensia?
The tall one.
Masquerade's done, Tully. Give us the coin.
Masquerade? Well put. Been watching you from the start, sweetheart. Though I ought to admit, I thought you'd follow me alone. Told him who you are yet? No? I'm sure he'd love to hear it. Go on, tell him. Or I'll tell Hortensia to break your fingers.
Let go of her. Step away.
One of you restrain him, then make sure he gets a good view.
Good work. I did not, in fact, suspect him, whereas he clearly caught on to me long ago.
Halflings can be unpredictable.
At any rate, we've succeeded. Now to divide the coin.
It's yours. You won the tournament.
But you helped me get my prize back. We'll split it, half and half. Know what? Let's have dinner at the Kingfisher. My treat, to celebrate my last day in Novigrad.
Heading back to Nilfgaard? That why you needed the coin?
I see you miss very little.
Still got a touch of an accent.
Ah well. It seems I shall need a new trait. Anyway, I'm compromised in Novigrad, so...
Who were you before you became a spy?
I don't rightly remember anymore. But I suppose you can call me Cantarella.
That your real name?
Well, almost.
I'd love to. As it turned out, the blue-eyed prostitute was actually his sister. He couldn't believe it.
Oh my.
He asked me to see her again at the House of the Night, and then...
Fascinating story. Shall we go upstairs? You can show me exactly how it ended.
Great idea. Slipped away without a word.
What do you want?
I'm looking for Hammond.
What for?
Business.
He prays at the chapel on the hill this time of day. If it's slaves you're looking to buy, you'll have to wait till he's done.
I'll be back.
I do.
Gods of the sea, I've never begrudged you no gifts. Grant me another victory, so I can make you another offering of me loot.
Don't mind me.
Fuck, what now?
Heard you were in Carradin's band.
Fucking say what you want. Come on, spit it out, you arse-licking bastard.
I'm looking for Yad Carradin.
And just who the hell are you?
A friend of a friend. I'm looking for Carradin. Thought maybe we could make some sort of deal.
What? Our business robbing some Novigrad pricks the wrong way? Plowing guilds. Come on, what are you waiting for? Kill the fucker!
Damn, you're ugly.
Together!
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
This one's still breathing.
Aye, just let it. Youths these days, hair-brained, all of them.
What do you think? Know who started this war?
What the hell took you?
Pretty likely Carradine lives in Novigrad, and he never severed ties with Hammond. They're actually in business together.
Learned something too. He trades in live goods on the sly. Owns a ship called the Pearl of the Coast. Runs between here and Skellige. Changed his name too, to Roland Truger, who officially is a respected Novigrad trader and philanthropist. Has a residence in Gildorf.
Anything on Celise?
Well, didn't have you there to stand up for her.
All right, let's pay Carradine a visit.
Think I know how to get in. I got a plan.
If your plan doesn't include dealing with an escort of guardsmen, best revise it. Calm now. Let them start it.
You're expected. Come in.
Make yourselves at home.
He's a witcher.
Very true. Allow me to introduce my wife Letitia and my two little tots. You know who I am, and I've heard of you. You've been asking many questions about me. That always draws my attention.
What school do you come out of?
That of the cat. So few of us left.
Witchers can't have children.
But they can have wards, or take in a woman along with her children, embrace them as their own.
I could understand a witcher becoming a hired assassin, but a merchant?
Why ever not? Not one among us doesn't dream of changing our life. I simply did not stop at dreaming. They say no witcher has ever died in his bed. I aim to be the first.
Remains to be seen.
My friend needs to talk to you.
Lads, take the children and Letitia and leave us. Our guests wish to speak to me. I'm all ears.
Talk to him, Geralt. If I do, first word he says to me, I'll lose it and throttle the fucker.
Your wife know who you were?
We are thoroughly honest with one another, harbor no secrets. She prays for me each day. You know what? I think it's working.
Fucking hell.
Relax, Lambert.
I confessed all just before we pledged to marry one another. Began a new life that day, with a clean slate.
Nice place you got.
As it turned out, I have a flair for enterprise. Now I have coin enough to provide my family with the finer things in life.
With some left over for philanthropy.
Miss Marabella's institute does not scorn small donations. Neither does the city's Widows and Orphans Relief Fund, amongst others.
Remember Aiden? A witcher. Murdered in Elander. Guessing the killers were paid well.
I remember him as I remember all the others, with the deepest regret. Yet Aiden was different in a way. Contrary to rumor, we did not set out to kill him. We were forced to when he attacked us.
What's your version of this story?
Aiden had accepted a contract to lift the curse from the Duke's daughter. He took the coin, bungled the job, then left once the girl passed on.
You lie.
We were not to kill him. We were debt collectors. He'd spent the coin already, so we demanded his swords. When he refused, tempers flared. Vienne, positioned as a sniper, lost her nerve. Hit Aiden square in the eye. Later, she devised her own version of the story. To silence her guilt, I expect.
I've heard enough.
What now?
You've changed. You have.
Forgiveness. It's my sole aim now.
You're buying this bullshit? Bastard's lying his ass off.
Leave him. Let's go.
You off your fucking nut?
Lambert, this is one of those situations when you have to realize you're pissed as hell. Rein it in, and trust your cool-headed friend. Let's go.
For fuck's sake, Geralt. Don't know that I'll be able to forgive you.
I said let's go. You can always come back.
Thank you.
Explain yourself.
Don't intend to. Just felt Carradine didn't deserve to be murdered in cold blood. If you feel otherwise, you can always go back. Without me.
I feel like beating the shit out of you. See you later. Someday.
So long, Lambert.